Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening wherever you are in the world. My name is Jade, and this is How to App on iOS. And today we are looking at Build-Your-Own-Distortion by ChowDSP. But first we're kicking off a new series here, where we have a week of a featured artist, and today's first artist for that week of featured music is the incredible, the one, the only, the Indigo Sunsets. Let's do it, Raging Waterfall.
I don't think I've seen this place before. It feels so familiar, now I'm not sure. The windows all steam up high and dry. I don't think I've seen your face before. You look so familiar, now I'm not sure. The windows all steam up high and dry. You'll never ever know the reason why. I don't feel that I belong anymore. I'm falling like a raging waterfall. Windows all steam up high and dry. You'll never ever know the reason why. I don't think I've seen your face before. You look so familiar, now I'm not sure. The windows all steam up high and dry.
The Indigo Sunsets with Raging Waterfall. What a absolutely killer track. So, yeah, what I'm doing now, going forward for a little while, just for a while, is, you don't need to see my my watch list there on YouTube, is for each week we're going to do a spotlight on an artist, because I figured there's enough shows that are playing new music each day. So I want to travel back in time and have a little bit of a glance at some of my favorite artists from within this community, and you know, open up with, so it'll be 4 days a week, because at the end of the week we normally have an interview or something special at the end of the week. So yeah, kicked off with that track today, and the next 3 days we'll be kicking off with another 3 Indigo Sunsets tracks. What do the Indigo Sunsets mean to me? They mean a lot, because it was 2020 when I kicked off this channel and came across the amazing Andy Goldsby, who's in the chat today, and Stu Cashmore, who are the brainchild behind the amazing Indigo Sunsets. And coincidentally, they found this channel, and Pete Johns, and you know, these shows that me and Pete do help them to create that, you know. Wow. So I got to master their album, and you know, that album means a lot to me. It every time I hear the songs from it, I think back to 2020 when we were going through this global pandemic and people didn't know what the hell was going on, and where in a lot of people's lives there was chaos. For a lot of us here, we found a place to hang and create and generate all this stuff that was that helped us get through that stuff. So that album, the Indigo Sunsets album, is really reminds me of that time when things seemed really hopeless, and it was an album that kind of pulled us all together. I think it's like the flagship of all the music that was released in that amazing year of 2020. I say amazing year. For music, it was amazing. For the world, not so good, eh? But yeah, every time I hear that album or the Indigo Sunsets, just as in general, I just think of, oh my God, that's the beginning of this channel. That's when all these great channels started popping up and people started creating and sharing, and look where we are now. We have like a whole slew of channels across YouTube playing people's music, have a whole slew of shows like this, hopefully that, you know, are helping people learn more and get more from making music. So Indigo Sunsets are indicative of that momentum that was going on. And as I said, Andy's here today. I spoke to Stu last night as well. I sent him a message just to tell him I love him and I miss him. And, you know, he'll be back soon with Andy, and they'll be creating some music soon. So I just want to reiterate, love you, Stu. It was good to have a brief catch-up with you yesterday. And, you know, right on, as Ron would say. Master list. Anyway, welcome to the show. This is How to App on iOS. It's the start of a new week here in Australia, and welcome to those in the US and Canada, because you may have noticed the show's starting a bit later. You guys are experiencing daylight savings, and there will be some changes coming up shortly. So I'll let you know as we go on. Just know for the next 3 weeks, those in the US, this time will be a permanent thing, at least for the next 3 weeks. So please deal with it as much as you can. It's a little bit later. And then in 2 weeks' time, the UK will go back an hour as well. And then a week after that, Australia goes through our daylight savings. So there will be some time changes. So please bear with us through all of that. We'll try and accommodate so things don't get too late. And it means I'll be getting up a bit earlier than 8 a.m. But it is what it is. And I'm willing to do it for you guys to keep the time at a reasonable time, but there will be a bit of give and take. What do we do on this show? Every day we look at apps, creativity, mental health and well-being, interviews with artists, and occasionally a live performance like yesterday. If you haven't seen yesterday's opening hour and you're into death metal, go and do it, because it was a good, fun show. And I still got a voice. Rah! My Lord, after all those songs I sung yesterday that were very intensive on the voice, I still have a voice, which is amazing. Alrighty. Thanks, Tom, for posting links in the chat to all the things. So remember, there are links in the description. See that we have a Facebook page, Patreon. There's a website with howtoapponios.com where you can watch the show, in the browser daily for free. There's gear guides, catch-ups, all that kind of stuff. Remember, there is a website. Also, the Facebook, the Patreon, all that kind of stuff. What other stuff do I have to cover before I say hello to you all? Straight after today's show, there is a premiere happening, and there is a link in the description. And as we get towards the end of the show, I'm sure Sai will put a link in. We have a premiere for a new band that has formed over the last few weeks, and I've had the privilege of watching this band form. Kev Hart and Sai Effen have created a new power metal band called, is it Angels and Demons? Is that what it is? I've got it here. Angels and Demons. And they are premiering their first track straight after this show. We'll put a link in. So hopefully everyone who's here, jump over and check it out because it's fucking awesome. Alrighty. Let's say hello to folks here in the chat, and then we'll jump into this pedal and this new app today. Ed B, hello to you. Ed says it looks like an interesting app. Free distortion pedals. Who doesn't like that? Exactly. Thomas Christ, hello. Andy Goldsby, Sai Effen, good to see you. Gary Hubbs, Viva the Indigo Sunsets, I agree. Who else do we have here? Mark EFX, hello to you. Hope you're well. Gregory O'Sullivan, all the wellness to you. Russ8889, you can get fucked. I love you, Russ. I can just hear him. JDL, good to see you. Rhodey's Jam Cave. Who else have I missed? Who else have I missed? John Frank's Songs, good to see you, my friend. Stop saying Jade. It's terrible. Brad will jump down my throat. The police. Is the police here? Is Brad here? The police. All right, who else is here? Reality. Hello, Leila. Hope you're doing good. Did I see Auntie G is here as well? Hello, Auntie G. I hope you're all getting good with your video, whatever you're going to do with it. Auntie G's got a single coming out really soon, so keep your eyes peeled for that. I think it's this week. Who else? Patrick Chandler and Sean Chandler got a song coming out. Well, it's already out. Their song's already dropped. So if you want to hear it before the video drops, the premiere for the new Patrick and Sean Chandler brothers single will be directly after my show Tuesday for you guys. So we're doing the premiere after my show there. But the single's already out. If you want to hit your Apple Music and you do a search for Chandler Brothers, where are we? In my library. Chandler Brothers, look at this. The new single is already out. There it is. You can get it now. It is called Looking Forwards. So you might want to grab that. Oh, Russ, he's been away for a while and you put him in timeout for 300 seconds. He's only just got back. Jeez, you're a prick. What a prick. You're unbelievable. I swear to God. I apologize, Audible Video. I do apologize 100%. I'm so sorry for that. I would not have done that. Russ, on the other hand, he's a prick. I'll bet he's laughing his head off too. What a prick. Anyway, good to see you back, Audible. I hope you're doing well. We've missed you here. So, obviously, Russ hasn't. All right. So, we've done our hellos. I think we've covered. Oh, look, Brad is here. The police. He is the police. All right. Let's jump over and do some price drops. Are there any price drops? Here we are. I'm already on the page. Irish drum loops, man. Irish drum loops. If you've ever wanted some Irish drum loops, get it now. I'm going to get it. Why not? It's free. You know what they say. If it's got no in-app purchases. Let's download this sucker. Irish drum loops. A bit of spontaneity, eh? Oh, look at that. I've purchased fucking Irish drum loops. Kev Hart. Where's Kev Hart? Is he here? To be sure, a pot of gold. Kev's going to fucking smack my head in for that. Hello, Mars. Good to see you. Oh, man, this show's already got off to a fine start, haven't we? The loops are good, but they aren't synced. Yeah, this is the problem. I've got a few of these apps. They've got a few of them. They've got like, here they are here. Reggae roots, death metal drums, punk rock. I don't have the punk rock one. Look, I've got most of them. Powwow loops, indie drum loops, jazz drum loops. See, I've got a few of them. I only get them when they go free. But yeah, the problem is you can't kind of sync them up with anything. There we go. Let's open it up. Let's see what you get for free. To be sure, pot of gold, pot of gold, pot of gold. All right, enough of that stereotyping racist shit that I'm doing. What the fuck? Where were we? Holy shit. Banjo Rolls Trainer. I have no idea what that is. Audio Tools, DB Sound and Audio. Khajiita's on sale. Done a show on Khajiita. Khajiita's really cool. So that's down from $7.99 to $5.99. This Boss-led diode distortion's down to $1.99 from Nembrini. Still a bunch of Bleach apps on sale. These ones here. And there we go. Let's get out of that. Let's talk about today's app, because today's app is absolutely free. Yeah, we love. I'm trying to start off each week's show with a free app. Now, there are links in the description today for this app, for a bunch of IRs, guitar IRs that I've put together for you guys, so you can download that for free. There's also a link in the description to an amazing channel which I've talked about before on this show. It's a YouTube channel. And he has a whole bunch of free IRs, and all you need to go is go into the description, click the link, watch the video that is on his channel, and then send him a screenshot that you watched the video, and he'll send you a link to his Google Drive. I know it sounds like a pain in the ass, but it works, but you will get an absolute crap ton of amazing IRs. He's a really cool dude. We've talked about him on the show before. So, yeah, there's that. And we are looking at today. Let's see if I can bring up the info here. What is this? BYOD, it's called. Build Your Own Distortion. Made by the amazing ChowDSP. And so they're normally known for making some pretty out there apps. But here we go. So this is what it looks like. It's pretty cool. It's absolutely free. It's got not only does it have distortion in it, it has a whole crap load of multi-effects in it. So yeah, absolutely free. So your bananas not to go get it. And I'm going to show you today how to use it to not only, you know, get some cool distortion sounds, but how to use it with an IR and get some really moot-to-boot brutal metal sounds. Because the one thing about this, which it gets some good metal sounds, but it kind of is more along the lines of, you know, your Metallica kind of stuff, all that kind of stuff. But if you really want some death metal sounds, some really brutal stuff, I'll show you how to get that as well. So let's dive in, shall we, and have a look. I have an instance of this running with this little project I made yesterday. So I'm going to turn off the two channels that I have with it, and let's just have a little jam, shall we? Go. I'm going to chill and have a coffee while we listen to this. Sometimes I feel like I'm waiting for a free distortion to come along. Ow. Oh, yeah. Groovy stuff. So let's have a look at the interface, shall we, and see what is going on with this thing, because it's really, really cool to use. Let me just take this back to the start here. Nice, relaxing bit of blues there just to kick things off. I'm going to open this up in GarageBand as well, and with a project similar to this. And then we're going to whack some real live guitar over here. So this is the interface. We'll bring this back to, we'll reset it back to nothing. Can we do that? Let's go back to default. There we go. So when you open it up, you get, this is your initial. Now, pretty easy to understand. You've got an input over here and an output over there. And you've got a lead in the middle. And if I click off this at any time, what's really cool, because I've been on the beta for this for a while. The original beta of this was quite a pain in the ass, because see this little circle that comes up? That didn't used to come up. So trying to grab this was a real pain in the ass. You know, trying to grab onto that was a real pain in the ass. But now you know when you've got it, because that little circle arrives. So you just connect things by dragging like that. Really nice. There we go. Boom. So that is how you add things to it. Let's go from the top across what we have here. So you've got an undo and redo up the top corner. You have a mix here, so you can go mono, you can go stereo, you can go left and right. So if you wanted to do some panning, you can actually do a hard pan with this. So put one effect on one hard left, one hard right. So if you had two of these open, because the really great thing about this is too is that it takes up hardly any DSP on your device. So you can run a whole bunch of these and you shouldn't run into any trouble. It's very lightweight. That's a good thing. Here is your input and your output levels, which you can control over here, or you can control them here. You can turn them up and down by dragging your mouse. And if you double click on them, they go back to 0. Nice and cool. You've got a dry wet signal here, so it's at 100%. So that's nice. I'll bet it does sound. Russ is in there with the comments, smart ass comments today. Now remember, if you're in the chat and you see a link posted by Russ, that's like a special bonus for you guys. Sometimes Russ will put these bonus links in, and I suggest you check him out because there's always something cool that he's posting in there. It's Russ's special gift to all of yous. All of yous? All of you guys. So yeah, if you see one of Russ's links pop up in the chat, check it out. It's always something special. Oh, God. Why am I doing this? So... You know what? I actually don't know what this is for, this 1 times OS factor. I actually haven't looked that up. I'm guessing it's latency. Let's see. So you've got like a latency here for phasing, linear phase. So there you go. You've got minimum phase and stuff. So if you've got some phasing issues with any of the effects you put in here, you can change those. Here are where your presets are. And you've got a whole batch of presets. So... yeah, no, my voice has survived, Leela. I don't know how. I think it's because I went to bed straight after I performed yesterday. On the other hand, my body isn't doing so well. It's amazing how when you get older and you sit in a chair and you sing 10 songs, the next day you can't walk. How does that work? Getting old, folks, it's a great thing. So when you click on Chow here, you get your presets. So you've got pedals, and you'll see there, Big Muff. You got a whole bunch of stuff, Instant Metal, King of Tone, Distortion, Tube Screamer. And then you have this one here, which is Players. So you've got like Jimi Hendrix, John Mayer, a whole bunch of things that are made around a collection of artists. And then you've got your default to bring it back to normal. You've got here your settings. And this is really cool for those of you like me who are going blind. You have a zoom. How thoughtful to be able to zoom in on these, because I think the original size, let's see, the original size is that. They're a little bit small. So you can make them a little bit bigger, but then it takes up a bit more real estate. And if you want to add pedals, here is your little plus sign here. So this is where all the action is. So if we hit the plus, and there's a shitload of stuff. So you've got all these drive pedals. It's separated into 4 sections: drive, tone, utility, and other. So yeah, all these pedals. Look at that. Nice selection of pedals. Then tones. So we've got an amp, IR, bass cleaner, bassman tone. So there's bass stuff in here. You've got EQs, high cut, lo-fi IRs, muff tone. So a treble booster. And then in utility, you've got a clean gain. So DC blocker, mixer, oscilloscope, you've got a stereo merger, there's even a stereo splitter in here. Look at that. That's why you have this option up here for stereo. So you can go in here, take this, and you can have multiple chain links. And then you can take this out into another pedal. Say, what do we do? Let's add a drive, we'll add a distortion plus. Put that over there. And over here, we'll grab like a muff drive. And now you can split these out and then bring them back into here like so. Look at that. Can I bring that back? Why am I not able to bring that back in there? Let me do that. So, but you can do all this kind of stuff too. So pretty cool, yeah? We'll go through some presets soon. What's the last category here? So the last category, you've got a chorus, compressor, delay, envelope filter, a gate, spring reverb, and a tremolo. So there's plenty of effects in here. I mean, for nothing, for absolutely $0, pretty damn good, yeah? Alrighty, let's just go through some presets. So we'll clear this out. We'll hit our default. And let's add it to, we'll solo out this lead track here. Hello, Kim Harden Hudson. Anyone else who I've missed? Have I missed anybody who's coming? Epiphonium, hello to you as well. So this solo is currently set to this Neil Young setting. And you can see here, we've got a yen drive. We've got this EQ, which has a bass and treble. We've got a tremolo in here. We've got a delay. Pretty good stuff for free. Like, let's go through these pedals. So we've got a big muff here. Wow, that's nice. This is a Centaur, so based off the Centaur pedal with a nice treble boost. And again, you can add anything you want into these mixes just by, let's grab a chorus, and it just dumps it in here. You can put it anywhere in your chain. You can move these around wherever you want. Like so. And to turn them off and on, they've got a little on-off switch here, each one of them. And you can tell they get grayed out when it's not connected. And each of them even have a little settings thing. Let's zoom in on them so you can see a bit clearer. Same with me because my eyes are shit. So you've got this little gear icon. And you can replace things from here as well. So at the touch of a button, I can just jump in and change that to a delay. Really, that's a really beautiful function. I think I like that a lot. You've got like a lo-fi. So within the toolbar too, you've got these different options. So you've got like I've just moved to a ping pong. You can reset it at any time. get some info on it. And you can duplicate, make another one in case you've used a channel splitter. So we can go and replace this now with a compressor. Really nice little options in there. Now we've got some instant metal. We've got a face melter here. Clearly that's not working with that kind of tone. We'll come back to that. So each of these have their own sections. So within here we've got an overdrive, a boost. With this one's got like a both option, low pass filter. Nice distortion. So here's a tube screamer. Again, so these are split. We've got a tone here, a nice little gain pedal. You can flick between your diodes for your tube screamer. Nice little touches, you know. What I like about this, let's just stop that for a second. What I like about it too is it's another one of these guitar apps that doesn't try and have a picture of the fucking pedal. I'm going to go on a mini rant here. I don't need to see a picture of the pedal to understand it's a pedal. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather have an interface that's like shows me actually what I'm doing instead of like going, oh, that's a boss. And I see a pretty picture. I really love that kind of stuff. I love the idea of this. So now we've got here, these are the players. Now we're in this section. So we've got a Jimi Hendrix tone. You can see some of these are off, like this envelope filter, which you could use as a wah pedal. So this is a John Mayer one we've got here. And remember, you can move these around wherever you want. So this is the Neil Young one. Nirvana. And the last, the Pete Townsend one, if you like young boys. I'm not going down this path again like yesterday's Patreon. And we have a Strokes one here. And remember, you can create your own very easily. So you can save any of your presets here. And you can create your own categories as well. So let's just call this metal. My preset, that'll do. So now when you go up here, you should have in your user section, you can create your own sections. So that's cool. You can copy presets and paste them. Kim Harden Hudson says, so I listened to Rough Boys by Pete Townsend and yeah, it's a bit rough, isn't it? Don't do it, folks. Don't do it. Let's open up another project here. What have I got here? So that one was BYOD Blues. Let's open up this one. think this is a different one. That's the same one. Let's open up with this one. And I'm going to add a chorus into this. So easy to connect stuff. It's wonderful. Let's bring in a delay for this. So it's really sweet. I'm going to jump out of this for now. We'll clear this out. And I just want to show you guys how it works in GarageBand, because I've got a project in there as well. Let's open up GarageBand. La 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 la. And here it is. I think it's this one. Blues Shuffle. So what have we got in this? Yeah! So really easy to add stuff in GarageBand. You just go to your plugins. This section here brings in your plugins. And so I don't have a clean tone to kick off with. BYOD. And it's the same principle. You can go full screen. Let's add in a got a distortion plus. I'm on the wrong channel. There we go. Yeah! So super easy to add in GarageBand, absolutely not a problem. You can get this full screen. So when you click on it here, you'll see you only get this quarter screen. You've got a little arrow here so you can stretch it out. And again, within here, you can change the size to your discretion. Make it a bit smaller for GarageBand so you've got a bit of space. Yeah, it definitely does need some IRs. Look, it has its own IR in here as well. Let's show you that. Where are we on? There is one in here. There's like a tone amp IR. So we have this one, and it's got a couple of things in it. Let's go through. Let's do this. We'll go through that into there, and we'll make this a bit bigger again so you can see what's happening. We'll bring that up to 100%. So, what are we on that one? So here you are. You have these amp IRs. There's only 3 of them in here. You've got a Fender, you've got a Marshall, and a Bogner. But I'll show you more what you can do with these. So there is an IR in there. There's another IR too, which is for, where are we? Pretty sure I saw one. Yeah, there's a lo-fi IR, but you can't actually add any IRs to it. Yeah. All right. So there's GarageBand. So it's really easy to set up in GarageBand. No problem there for you GarageBand people. Want to cover everybody. All right, let's open up and play some real guitar, shall we, before we get out of here? We've got 15 minutes, and then everybody head over to the new premiere of Cy Effin and Kev Hart's new project called Angels and Demons. It's wicked. I've already seen the video clip. It's great. So I'm going to open up AUM, and let's do this. Let's open up. So here's what I believe is the perfect combination. I'll just take out that noise there. Let's grab a guitar. I'm going to grab Kev's favorite guitar. He hates this guitar. That's why I'm going to grab it. My new guitar. Boom. So, yeah, he doesn't like the color. He thinks the color's a bit striper. So the best way I think to use this, if you really want to get a really super crunchy, good, really, really ultra metal kind of thing, is to use the free Nembrini IR loader. So I'll put a description in the link as well, but I've done a show on this as well. It is free from Nembrini. Here it is here. And you can load your own IRs in here to clean up the distortion. So let's just turn this off. And here we have, this is just an instant metal. So it's not too bad. So it sounds pretty good. This is just the bring your own distortion tone. So it's okay. Pretty good, but let's add in Nembrini's IR. and see what happens. Now, what IR do I have in here? So remember, guys, I've put a link to a whole bunch of IRs that you can download for free from my little download server. So I have an IR in here. I think this is SOD, and these are the IRs that you will get in the pack. Look at all these. So you've got, look at all these metal bands: Annihilator, Anthrax, At the Gates, Avenged Sevenfold, fucking everything you can think of metal. Slayer, there's everything in here. Cannibal Corpse. Let's grab a Cannibal Corpse one. See what happens. Let's load, what else do we have? King Diamond. Jimi Hendrix. God, there's a whole bunch of stuff in here. Heaps of cool stuff. Lamb of God. So, this I think is the best way to really, even though that tone's really great, you know, you're going to be fine with something like that. This has an IR running in it at the moment. So if we go to a Fender one, so you can hear the difference between those two. And this is the distortion you're going to get with Build Your Own Distortion without the IR on it. Yuck. Unless you want that kind of tone. If we come back here now and add this IR. Let's go and add a Slayer IR. There we go, Slayer. What about a Slipknot one? We'll add a Christ Illusion by Slayer. There we go. So you can probably work that in some EQ. Oops. Let's bring some EQ in here. Luckily in here we have some EQ to... There we go. Wicked stuff. Beautiful. What can I say? It's free. And totally worth your time. Totally and utterly worth your time. Because you can decide then if you want to mess around with it, if it works for you, if you can create some good sounds with it. And if not, you know what? Because it's free, you can always delete it. But there's plenty of fun to be had with it because it's free and there's a lot of really good tones that have been put in here. You can access all these presets too when you're using AUM through the presets tab up the top here. And the beautiful thing is too, as I said in the beginning of the show, it's really lightweight. So you can add multiple instances of it, and it shouldn't bog down your system. Works really well with an IR, so I will put the link in here to Nembrini's IR as well. Remember, all the links are in the description for your IRs. As I said, look at them all. There's so many IRs there. I think there's like 239 IRs in the pack that I'm offering you guys. There you go, look at all that. How many are there? 246 IRs are in the pack if you want to go download it. You can use those for anything, you know. How does the stereo splitter connect to a stereo output? That I'm not sure of. You'll have to experiment with it yourself. How's that? Look at that. It crashed on me. So, because it's free, you can mess around with it yourself. Anyway, guys, I'm going to ask now for Sai to please put a link in the description to the premiere of, where are we? Let me do this. Boom. There you go. You get to see that screen for a second. Here we go. Open, 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 open. Open, 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 open in Safari. Here we go. This is coming up really shortly. So this is the new track from Kev Hart and Cy Effen from their new project called Angels and Demons. This is the premiere track called Heart Lies Bleeding. This is happening in 4 minutes time. So please, there's the link Cy has kindly put over there. Get on over there and check it out because it's really awesome. I've already liked it because I got to hear it the other day. It's super cool. And then while you're waiting, you can click on that link that Russ has just put in. Fuck knows where it's going to take you. Should I click it and see where it's going to take us? Should I? I'm scared. I'm scared. I'm not clicking it. No way. Click at your own risk, folks. Russ's link of the day. Goodness me. All right. What are we looking at tomorrow? Let's cover a couple of things. We'll do some housekeeping before we leave. Tomorrow, we are looking at... where's my library of things? Tomorrow we are looking at this really cool app, if I can find it. Where is it? It's somewhere. There it is. We're looking at Borster by Clevgrand. This thing's really wicked. It's a drumming app. It's like a percussion. It's really hard to explain because this thing is really sick. It's most Clevgrand apps are quite basic. They have a lot of things hidden under the hood. This thing has a lot of things hidden under the hood, but a lot of things you can mess with. It's very deep. It's really great for brushes. Really amazing for creating brushes and rhythmic stuff. You're not going to want to miss it. It's a really fantastic app. And I can let you know, we're not doing an interview this week on the show. Instead, got something special for you all. We are doing a very special show this week. with Pete Johns. The rant is back. Me and Pete will be doing a rant. And there you can see Pete looking his best in this. Pete looking his best right there. So Friday's show will be a really cool rant. We're going to talk about a whole lot of stuff, and we're going to be uncensored. We're going to be swearing, and we're going to be just giving it all. No holding back. So definitely join us for that. The rant's always fun with Pete. Love having Pete on the show. So that is happening this week, and a couple of other apps which I haven't made available on the channel. You'll see as we go through the week. All right, guys, we've got a minute to go. Jump over to the chat. I'll see you tomorrow. Remember, do the things that make you happy. Mistakes make you better, and we all rise together. I'll see you tomorrow. See you over at the premiere. Goodbye for now.